First up, a week today will mark 80 years since the end of World War II in Europe. It's known as VE Day, and celebrations will be happening across the UK to commemorate the anniversary. So what exactly is VE Day? De Graft has this one for us.
This was a war about freedom. A war to defeat Nazi Germany and its allies. A war that would never be forgotten. 1st of September 1939. Adolf Hitler, the Nazi dictator, leads the German invasion of its neighbours, Poland. 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany. And British Prime Minister at the time, Neville Chamberlain, announced it to the British people on the radio.
This country is at war with Germany.
Millions of men from Britain and her allies were sent to fight in the war against Nazi Germany. Families and friends at home waited for letters or messages telling them whether their loved ones were safe. But for some families, the terrible news came that they had been killed. And those that did return from war didn't always have a home to come back to. Many cities were targeted and bombed by the enemy, turning homes to rubble. In Britain, children who lived in large towns and cities were sent to the countryside, away from their families to keep them safe. Resources like food and clothes were rationed, so there was enough to go around. Year on year on year, the fighting was relentless. On one side, the Allies, that included Britain, the US and the Soviet Union. On the other, the Axis powers, Germany, Italy and Japan, until after 6 long years, hope. On the 8th of May 1945, Prime Minister Winston Churchill declared that Nazi Germany had been defeated.
Hostilities will end officially at 1 minute after midnight tonight, Tuesday, the 8th of May.
He called it Victory in Europe Day. It's known as VE Day. The streets filled with smiling faces, people dancing and singing in red, white and blue, and huge crowds gathered outside Buckingham Palace to celebrate. The late Queen Elizabeth, who was a princess at the time, secretly joined the celebrations on the streets of London. VE Day brought a sense of relief, but also sadness for many people. It was a time to reflect on all that was gained and lost. But the war wasn't over. Fighting continued against Japan. The country finally surrendered on VJ Day on the 15th of August 1945. 80 years on, we still celebrate VE Day to remember and be thankful for all the sacrifices people had to make in World War II.